Hi, hello everyone. This is Chakit from VAC Global Education. In this video, we are going to discuss about the latest update, what is happening with New Zealand study visa, and how is the immigration behaving with the unsecured education loan, what is the percentage of the approval rate and the decline rate, also how you are going to manage your funds. So we are going to discuss all these things in detail. So it's my humble request that if you have filed your visa, or if you are planning to file your visa, or if you have got the rejection already, then do watch this video till the end so that आपके जो भी potential doubts हो सकते हैं that can be answered in a proper manner, and you will have a clarity on how you would be able to make sure that you present your file in such a manner that you are going to get your visa. So right now there is an update from Immigration New Zealand, and the rejection rate for New Zealand study visa has reached up to 40%. So that means every 5 applications which are getting processed, 2 are getting rejection, and that too a template-based rejection. So what does it means by template-based rejection? I'm going to explain in this video. So basically, template-based rejection is New Zealand used to give proper reasoning that why they are declining the visa, but it is not happening right now. Everyone is getting rejection saying that the intent is not right or the student is not bona fide. So this is happening because all over the world the visa rules for student visa changing drastically, and since Australia started with the process of changing from GT to GST, which is genuine student test, Immigration New Zealand, since both these countries follow pretty much the same norms, so they are trying to curb the student who are just using student visa to get into the country. So they just want to make sure that all the genuine students come to the country, and the student who have legit funds should come to the country. New Zealand is flexible in terms of the admission criteria, in terms of the age gap, all those things are pretty much okay. These are manageable, but they are not okay if you are presenting them with the cooked up funds. Funding is very, very important for New Zealand study visa. So you need to make sure that you present them the genuine funds. You need to provide them the source of funds where you have got these funds from. Even if your funds are 3 to 6 months old, you would still need to back it up with your ITRs or J forms or your Form 16, so that immigration is sure that once you will go to New Zealand, your family would be able to support you. Also, if you have taken the education loan, then they would be able to pay off the EMIs, and those EMIs will definitely be going from their income, not the money which you will be making while you will be in New Zealand. So all these things are very, very important, which needs to be taken care of if you want to make sure that you get your visa. Now, students who have got the rejection already, my advice to you would be that you would need to ask your counselors or the agency through which you have filed a visa to ask immigration to share the immigration notes, so that you would be able to find out the exact reason that why your visa got rejected, because immigration officer would put that in your notes. Now, the funding part, this is the very, very crucial part which needs to be explained to you in a proper manner. So for example, I'm going to explain you both the fundings for UG as well as the PG, and how the funds needs to be presented, so that you will have the clarity that how you are going to present your file to the immigration officer. So your academic documents needs to be there, your PCC, medical, work experience documents, everything needs to be there. If you have the work experience, then your salary slips should be there, then your job offer should be there. If you have got any promotion, that needs to be there. Once you have all these things ready with your SOP, you need to explain to the visa officer that where have you got these funds from. So for example, if you are going for an undergraduate course, so undergraduate course in New Zealand is for 3 years. So when you are applying for an undergraduate course, which is 3 years long, then you need to show them the funding for entire 3 years for your tuition fees as well as for the living expenses. So for example, if your fees is 25,000 New Zealand dollars for 1 year, then you need to have 25,000 multiplied by 3, which is 75,000, plus 20,000 New Zealand dollars multiplied by 3, which is $60,000 for the entire 3 years. So this whole amount would be how much? 75 plus 60,000, which is 135 New Zealand thousand New Zealand dollars. So that is approximately 70 lakhs of fund. Now, if you have taken the loan for this much amount, then your parents' ITR should back this amount. What does it mean? That, for example, if you have taken such a huge amount, for example, if you have a loan of 70 lakhs, you are going to get the disbursement in trenches for sure. So first year, you'll be making a payment of $25,000 plus $20,000. I'm taking hypothetical situation here. If you have got the FTS, so you'll be dispersing the whole amount in one go. So this 25,000 will be 12.5 lakhs plus 10 lakhs for your living expenses, which is $20,000. So in total, it will be a payment of approximately 22.5 or 23 lakhs. Now, once this amount is dispersed, there would be an EMI which will follow up. Now, for example, if you have taken this loan from a government bank, then your EMI most probably will start by the end of the course plus 1 year. But if you have taken this loan from a private bank, then this EMI will start off from the first year itself. Like as soon as the disbursement will happen, this whole EMI thing will start. Now, if your parents' income is not up to the mark to pay the EMI and take care of the living expenses, then immigration will consider this as an high risk profile, and there are very, very high chances that your visa will get declined. So ITR is one way how you would be able to show immigration that your family income is sufficient and you would be able to pay off your EMI, you would be taking care of your studies, and you are a genuine student who has legit fund available with them. That is the reason that they ask for 3 months or 6 months old funds with justification, so that you don't become a financial liability on their country, or once you reach there, your entire focus should be on the study but not on making money. Obviously, you guys will be able to work part-time and you will get post-study work visa later on. But unless immigration is not sure that the funds which you are showing to them, the loan which you are showing to them, it is from the legit source of income. Most of the parents and the student do this mistake that they show minimum ITR of 5 lakhs so that they don't have to pay the taxes. They don't have the documents to back this claim that how they are making this money, and then they end up registering themselves for MSME thing, and then they file the visa, and that MSME registration is also the new one. So immigration clearly finds out that the business what they have registered just now, this is just for the sake of showing immigration that you guys have a regular source of income or you have a business. But trust me on this is the exact reason that why Australia has hammered so much on the high risk areas like Haryana, Punjab, few part of Rajasthan, few part of Uttar Pradesh, Telangana. All these states are in high risk because of these particular reasons only, that the consultant asks the student that you can register for MSME, and then later on that becomes a huge problem for the student, because when immigration find out that this business has been registered just for the sake of filing the visa, that clearly shows that you are not a genuine student, or the funds which you are showing to the immigration, they have been cooked up, and that is the reason that they decline your visa. So if you are planning to go for New Zealand for your future studies, then you need to be very careful that how you are going to manage your funds, because funding is the most important factor which will derive the visa outcome. So if your funding is legit, you have strong ideas within your family to service the loan, you have good savings which have been happening from the period of time, then you can show all that things in your filing to show the visa officer that your main purpose of going to New Zealand or Australia or any other country is to study. You have been saving this amount for your future studies, and that way you would be able to get your visa. So I hope that I have cleared a lot of doubts around the funding, and same is the case with masters also. So let me clear the masters funding also. So if your course is for 1 year, then you need to show 1 year funding for your tuition fees as well as for the living expenses. And if your course is 1.5 years, then you would need to show the funds for 1 year plus 1.5 years of your living expenses. So this total fund needs to be at least 3 months old minimum. Now, these funds can come from you, like you have saved the money by yourself, because there will be a lot of students who are 30, 35 years old, who have been working and saving money for their master's program. So you can show your own funds. Your spouse can sponsor you if you are married and she's working. If your parents are showing the funds, that is also okay. If your father-in-law or mother-in-law is showing their funds, that is also okay. Just make sure that your family income should be more than what is required, even if you are taking an unsecured loan. So unsecured loan will work only if you are backing it up by showing the immigration that you have sufficient income in India that you would be able to service the loan without any problem. You are not dependent on the money which you will be making in New Zealand to pay off the loan which you are taking for the current studies. So you can have a combination of your own saving plus the education loan. You can have a complete education loan which you can take. And please, please, please make sure and try that your first preference should be that you should be taking a secured loan, not an unsecured loan. Unsecured loan should only be taken in the case of when you have high ITRs or high source of income in India. If you have like 5 lakh of ITR and you're taking a loan of 40 lakhs, then it would be a too much headache on your head that right now you're taking a loan based on your income as well as your wife's income. Your both income is 10 lakh, but when you will go abroad, that the amount will drop to only 5 lakh, and taking care of the family and paying off that loan from that 5 lakh of income will be too much of a trouble for you for sure. So in my opinion, if you're taking an unsecured education loan, then you need to make sure that your ideas are very, very strong. You come from a good company, you have a good working background, you have worked for decent MNCs or big company where you have savings in your PF, you can utilize those funds as well. You have made investments in mutual funds, stocks, all these funds can be used. You have put down few FDs in the past to save off for your tuition fees and the living expenses whenever you will go abroad for your higher education. So all these points are very, very important to take care of. New Zealand is very flexible for the student who are able to show the genuine intent to them through the SOP, through their work experience, through their academics, and the most important thing is the funds. So if your funds are sorted, you will going to get the visa. There is no way you will not going to get the visa. But student whose family income is not at par with the loan which they have taken, they would have to really struggle for this. And especially those students who are just showing 5 lakh of income and then they don't have their own home to back it up. Like, for example, if you have your own home, you're not paying any rent, you are not paying the maintenance, all those things. You are just living in your own home. Then your mother and father both have 5 lakh of income. Then it's okay that they can pay that 5 lakh towards the EMI of the loan. But for example, if you have 10 lakh of income, you are living in a house which has 25,000 of rent, then it will be difficult for you to pay off the EMIs. Or if you have a running loan itself, then again, it will be a problem for you. How are you going to pay off the loan? And if that income is from you and your wife or any 2 members in the family and one will go abroad for the future, then again, it will be a financial liability, and immigration will definitely going to consider all these points before making the decision on your file. So you need to make sure that you need to show genuine funds. You need to show them the proof of funds, where you have got the funds from, on what basis you have got the loan, who is going to pay the EMI, how much is the EMI factor. All these things needs to be described in a proper manner so that you would be able to get your student visa for New Zealand. I'm sure I have loaded you with a lot of information regarding the whole funding part, the rejection and all those things. But trust me on this, if you will not sort out your funding, you will not going to get the visa. And if you're looking forward to get help, then definitely you can reach out to us. We can help you figure out how these things can be managed. In what capacity we can help you out with, we can definitely try and help you out. But if there would be a possibility that you might be getting a rejection, then we will tell you straight away on the first call itself by analyzing the whole profile of yours. So I hope that you would make sure that you will present your file in a proper manner to the immigration. And if you need any help with your visa filing as well as your admission, then you can reach out to us. So thank you for watching this video till the end. If you found this video informative, then do share it with your friends and family. and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And we shall see you in our next video. Till then, you guys take care of yourself and rewatch the whole video if you have any confusion, and leave a comment if you found where you need the help with, or there is a link given in the description through which you guys can get in touch with us and we can help you sort out your whole profile. Thank you for watching this video. We shall see you in the next one. Till then, you guys take care of yourself. Bye bye.